Whatever. We're doing crit Briar. It is what it is. Yuntao into IE. We have standard lethal tempo runes. Obviously, lethal tempo works super well with Yuntao crit. If you're going Hail of Blades, do not go Yuntao. Do not do it. Because you want more damage, so just go Collector. Or more burst, rather. This game, I'm not going to lie, is not a good crit game. Because they have a bunch of threats that do a ton of damage. And I will likely be... My idea of this game will likely be I drop 20 kills with 15 deaths. So that's what we're doing. Let's see what we can do. And again, dude, if you're going Yuntao, by the way, you guys need to lock in. Go Raptor start so that you can get your full clear all the way up, grab the crab, and then get your Raptor Scrugs again for about 12.25. Find a way to make 75 more gold, and you are there. Because then you can get the BF sword out of the way. That's the hardest part about getting Yuntao, is this stupid BF sword. But if Yuntao had an easier, build path, it would be the most broken thing in the game. I'm not going to lie. The item is actually turbo cracked. AD crit and attack speed, all in one, and an insane passive. They'll die, thank you. So spawn 75 gold, that's the plan here. Now, one of the cool things about, if you have a terrible full clear... Well, 75 gold is going right to you then. But yeah, this is likely one of the worst crit games possible. It just flat out is, but we're going to make it work. It's all good. The problem with this game is that you're against Master Yi, Gwen, and Vayne, who all have ways to deny your frenzy for free. And, well, if they deny it for free, then you're not critting anyone because they dodged it with Gwen W, Master EQ, Vayne Invis, so on. A top lane wants to fight in that stack wave. I can auto here. My Raptors are spawning. If I lose my Raptors, this game is ogre. We definitely kill this guy. W into the circle. You'll get the aggro. Save your W2 till he's low. And bang. Nice. See, right here, I have 1,300, but my Raptors are spawning, right? So I don't actually want to lose those Raptors, so I'm just going to take the recall, and I'm going to try and make it there in time. Now, if I wasn't watching where Master Yi was right now... No, I can't do that, sorry, bro. If I wasn't watching Master Yi right now, I might have, tried to ping Syndra to walk and then walk, but that's a super long walk to not know for sure you're going to get that play. So I don't recommend it. But my mid's doing good. My top got a kill. He's farming his wave. He likely TP's back, and then we get another kill with him here in a second. And we're up to clear. Pretty solid early game. But again, that's the key to Yuntao too, is when you just do Raptor start on, is that gankable? Don't really like it. Maybe though. I mean, there's effectively no gank, right? We would not kill because of Black Shield. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're playing Yuntao Rush, right? You need a BF sword. If I see a free gank like that Gwen, I'm dropping the Raptors. Or the Raptor start. Because the gank is what gets me the BF sword. And top diff. Nice. If my Jhin had maybe a little bit more health, I'd be happy to do that, but just not going to happen here. Your clear is everything. So my Jax did TP back, bought a Sheen, and then killed Gwen. Gwen doesn't have TP. I'm going to try and make it here, not going to lie. Might even smite here. Jax might want to recall, but... yeah, we could still play this. It's super risky. I think I'm a little late, but we're going to make it work. Sweep to make sure that you can get great positioning here. We need to kill her. See Master Yi's there. Ooh, Q right outside turret aggro. I think I'm just going to die for it because it's super good for my goat, Jax here. Jax, he should push this next wave for free. And then, yeah, top lane's over. I'm not going to lie. I'm not always a fan of making plays like that unless it's, very good for the wave state, too. Just going 1-for-1 isn't always my favorite play. Going 1-for-1 with good wave state, maybe even a plate, very worth. Because, it just skyrockets your laner. Bang. Nice. So this guy, I mean, top lane's done, right? We've ganked this guy 2 times, and then he got solo boatload, and we got 2 plates on Jax. Life is good. Master Yi is on this crab, but I don't think my team will rotate in time, and I don't think I can win this fight right now by myself. If he has Q, it's going to be incredibly tough for me. If he Qs, he's dead. Ooh. Ooh. No. Yes! I regret pivoting as far back as I have. Nice. Q'd to my Jhin to get the W2 onto Morg, because you try to Q the Morg, like you wait till you're close enough. You're going to Q the Morg, and your Jhin likely, or someone's going to find the damage to kill that target before you get near it. So Q to your teammate, and then use the extended auto range of W2 to get an assist or kill there. Top, like we said, completely over, which is good. So top lane's over. They did get Dragon. We were luckily able to get bot and mid active there too, so that's good. Really fearing for Master Yi gank top here. I'm not really worried about Master Yi going to my top side there. That would be an insanely predicted play for him to run to my wolves after he dies. That's like a really tough one to see. That I don't think a lot of people would do. So yeah, let's go right here. Nice. Huge. Definitely going to be a shield bow game. Sure. Really no other component to buy. Nice, Yun Tao already. It's an 8-minute Yun Tao. That's pretty quick. Not gonna lie, it's pretty quick. You know, it's 3,000 gold. Titanic is what, 3,300? Yeah, 3,300. So usually you want Titanic by 10 minutes. So if you're getting a cheaper item before it, obviously that makes sense. But this feels a bit faster than even that would have been. Again, just greeting my camps here. 1, because it's getting me more crit. Right, that's what Yun Tao does. But 2, because you gotta get your farm while this guy's on it. I'm just going to smite that away. He used Black Shield. This guy should just die for that. He's going to try and trade kill onto me here. Looks like he Q'd Alistar, so he's cooked. He needed to Q me to even have a chance in that fight. It is doing really well on neutrals. Obviously, like right there is one of the time where my greed doesn't pay off. But, you know, the price I pay is, you know, not getting 2 grubs for the feats point. But, you know, what I get is a better clear, better next clear, better clear following that. So, not too mad about it. The pressure top with just walking here. Don't know if Master Yi is around. I can start looking here, actually. I'm not too mad about this. Because Master Yi and Gwen just told me topside, so they shouldn't expect me mid here. So he might not Q3 so directly away. I don't think I have the damage just yet to full kill him under turret. We did get his flash, though. That's not hitting anything. Right now, I have a minute 45 till Dragon, so I'm going to use this time to actually greed another clear. Not even going to recall. Because me recalling for pickaxe isn't that good. Doesn't, like, increase my clear speed by some insane amount. But if I go and get, you know, BF sword on this recall, now we can talk, you know. Nice, top cap. I want to see if Jax will TP down to this play. I can even greed a wolf here. I will have to stand around, which sucks. Like, I would like to just run and kill this wave and be doing something in this time. It's likely better to recall here, but this Logan Jungle, man, this Logan Jungle guy is a different breed, okay? Try and see the number. 2, 1, there we go. Now, we're not going to wait 45, right? Because that would desync us from the dragon. So let's get there ASAP. Nice. Straight to Infinity Edge. If I'm snowballing, I'll do this. If this game was more close right now, I'd likely go Shield Bow second. But let's see if we can just continue on this snowball here. We're very strong. Now, my top laner doesn't have TP, but one cool thing that he could do, if he gets a solo kill here, I'm actually going to ping him to walk down to Dragon with it. Now, he might not go for that either. He might go for splitting his own turret. If he gets ganked here and lives, then this means that we get Dragon, so that's good. That stops their feats. And we can start trying to take over that point too. Not worth me ulting. The dragon is very important, keeps them off feet and stops their win con too. Because right now they're the behind team. I'd be happy to ult Yone. The time came. But dragon, important. We can actually just send it through here. Oh, sync up the Q with Alistar's knock up there to make sure that Mastery can't Q. I can pink this. What are we thinking about this? We can kill their AD carry, I think. If Alistar combos, I might have the damage. Not the E I thought I was going to get, but I mean, this kid's asleep at the wheel, man. What's he doing? Nice. Alright, didn't get the wave in. We'll kill again. Doesn't look like anyone's coming to save him. Too early. He resets it onto the minion. Then he goes, and then we go. Huge. Really good. I mean, just really good. Nothing else to say. We have 2 minutes. Like, again, right? We're doing plays like this because we don't have all of our camps up. Obviously, if we had tons of camps, we wanted to cut that play sooner. Again, I have tons of money, but actually I think a full clear gives me 700 gold right now because of 6 camps. So, we're just going to fully grade the IE here. But, so that E, right? So I did that E thinking that Vayne would walk under or into the bush, and I wanted to put her into the wall. But then I realized that she's just walking this way. Just subconsciously, she decided right-click here was best. And because of that, I had to cancel it early, take the half-charge E. That'll slow her down and deal some damage. And it's just better than just missing it for the chance, you know? So yeah, if you realize that someone's not going to get hit by E, before they get out of it, just take the half charge. It's at least the slow and some, you know, bleed proc and a little bit of damage. So he's getting 3-man. Good luck, my boy. I will be getting my IE here. Nice. We're on 2 items at 14. That's, again, very quick. My Jax has got his first death of the game. That sucks. Our farm is through the roof, though. We're doing really well right now. And again, I like green smite with higher damage builds, obviously. That 180 health goes a long way. I have no camps up. We do have Rift here. And Alley walked. If Alistar could walk, that could be good. Because they did swap their bot lane, so they are up the player. Obviously, we don't want to walk into this too soon. And take the loss. Nice. We're able to grab that. I don't want to greed the Raptors on the chance that Morgana hits me with the Q and then I fully die here. It's not worth it, in my opinion. So I'm going to just start the neutral with my team here. Again, like a more greedy player. If that was maybe Bruiser, that could live one iteration of getting hit by Morgana Q. But like the amount that I get from getting those Raptors isn't so much that it's really like, you know, death-defying. I need to get this, you know. I don't have Sweeper right now, so I'm weird about stepping into that bush because, again, if Master Yi and Morgana catch me out like that, I will die. A lot of playing higher damage builds is seeing the problem before it happens. Because, like, again, I know I'll always have the damage. I can kill anything. That's not the question. The question is, how do I get to a position to deal that damage without dying? A lot of people see that I'm 6-1 and they're like, why? I think you should be invading more, Logan. And I'm like, yeah, in a perfect world, I'm just killing all of them on cooldown, and it's really cool and awesome. But the reality is that that's the only way that they come back is I start trolling, overzealously looking for kills where there aren't. Just praying that they'll mess it up. Like this ultimate isn't very good. But what if, you know, what if? Sometimes you gotta send it, though. I'm human too, man, and sometimes, you know, I gotta do my thing. Not too bad, though. Definitely looking for a shield bow here. I don't need LDR. Could even put a collector on it, but I'm not the biggest fan of collector and Unitel together. It is pretty good. I just sometimes feel like out of my 4 items that give me crit, I want them to all be like perfectly slotted for that game. But yeah, and it's also worth noting that like invading. Oh, we should have took this the other way. I don't think it's gonna go in. Oh my God, he got it. To be fair, they're sleep. Yeah, it's like yeah, man. It just depends on the game, right? Like obviously this, this is Masters solo queue, where people are going to punish you if you try and style a little bit too hard. Obviously. Masters is a goal for a lot of people, man. This is the promised land, right? Nice. I don't think we really need to do too much more on mid turret on this push, but I do want to grab 1,300 gold for the noon quiver. I think W will aggro here. Ooh, AoE. She Q flashed. Okay, I'm kind of cranking damage though. Who's with me on that? You see that AoE of W kill, by the way? Sweep in. Again, you do not want to be the one that gets caught lacking here. Luckily, Briar can, like, check for champions a lot. So it works out pretty well. I absolutely adore Briar's crit animation. Gotta be, like, top 10. Gotta be top 5, top 3. How much is this? Amumu's is really cool. Bro break dances on that thing. That's actually, his is pretty cool. Is the AoE of W crit. Watch this. Bang, bang, bang. So yes. Watch right here. 200, 500. See that? So the AoE damage is what is hitting the small wolf, and obviously you can see the damage is higher there. Rather, take the time to show you rather than just tell you. But yeah, I think there was like some crit modifier that got taken away really early on to Briar's release. I believe that was like the W2 critting on top of its damage amp. It was like something like that. But yeah, as you can clearly see, crit damage is applied. If that answers your question. Nice. I really would like to get shield bow before Otacon, but the timer's just not syncing. I would have to go back to top lane, get blue buff, then recall and wait. And to be honest, like that's not the worst play if that's syncing up with your team. But I don't know. Right here, I kind of want to be sooner rather than later. Oh, that Jin trap was them TPing. My Syndra is just gonna walk up to this guy. My Syndra just kills him. I mean, we win. Yeah, and that's a free Yone ult too, and Master Yi ult. So they just genuinely kill. They couldn't play this in an even game. They couldn't play this being down those cooldowns. So this is insane. That was a really good look from Syndra. Nice. And I'm just going to crank damage again. Crit Briar is the queen of just killing neutrals really fast. So we get that. We get our item. We still have a minute 45 before Dragon. So the way I'm prepping the map in my mind is 1 minute 40. I have to be back bot lane. So if you look at my minimap, what am I going to do? I'm just going to clear top down, right? Because then I get a whole full clear, and I'm there on time for Dragon. Nice. Yeah, it's like, so this is what I was talking about earlier, where I'm talking about, like, you can only have 4 crit items, so you have to, like, really make sure that they're the 4 that you need this game. So, like, anti-burst against their team, right? IE needed. Yuntal is your first item, right? One of the best 1v1 items Briar has. So then your last slot is, like, what do you do, right? If they're building armor, which they are to a point, an LDR item is insane value, right? Collector if you're a big fan of the bleed, but again, if they stack too much armor, that Collector's going to feel pretty bad. And then you have other things like, you have Flicker Blade. I don't think this build really needs much more attack speed. You're sitting at a blatant 1 attack per second, but you do so many auto attack cancels. It just doesn't feel necessary. And you have the Yuntao proc, which gives me another 30%. So, on top of the fact, lethal tempo, right? That's what you're doing this for. So you have a lot of attack speed that's hidden behind you hitting someone. Which sometimes, like, a lot of people don't understand. They're like, I just wish it has more attack speed. It's like, you're not seeing the attack speed because you're in a fight and your brain is, like, super locked on playing correctly that you're just, like, you don't even notice that you're attacking super quick. Only time that you can, like, slow down and actually see the game for what it is when you're, farming, when there's no stress at all. Nice. We're just going to come here. Looks like their support's about to start trying to prep this. My team's looking to kill the prep here. Once he steps into the choke, I'll shoot ult. Nice, good hit. Yeah, I mean, that's an insta-kill. Nice, and the dragon doesn't reset. Nice, good enough. Huge. Now, at this point in the game, like when you're sitting at this spot, now it's Operation Steal their camps. They are not allowed to farm. So I've already full cleared. I got the dragon. I prepped myself. Now I have nothing but 40 seconds to make sure that this guy can't farm at all. Because this is how I'm going to put him out of the game. So we just got his raptors. Good ward. And now we're taking his red side. And we know that his Gromp doesn't come up and his wolves do, right? So we know where he's going. He knows that all these are gone. But he also knows that his wolves are spawning. So most likely he's going there or to a fight. A random fight right now. Looks like random fight and wolves it is. Yep. And again, that's how you, like, don't mess up mid-game is you just, like, I mean, honestly, just take a moment and think of what options they have. Like, he didn't have many options there. Insta-kill. We have no TP for Gwen, but I feel like we're going to force her to recall here in a second. Because they are not defending. Good. Auto Q auto. This guy's behind us. That is not allowed. I'm going to do it. I mean, he can't kill. He can only waste time. Jax is going to sit there and hover it too. I stunned him before he comes out of it, by the way. If you buffer your Q into him snapping back, then he lands stunned. Which works pretty well for when your team's standing on top of him. What are we going? Yeah, we're talking about what to go. Probably like something like this. Actually, I can do this. That's pretty good. Mostly just for these three, right? Like, Gwen's not doing such incredible things. We're definitely going to play for this Baron. It might be worth, like, it is not worth it to just wait on this red buff kill, because then you delay your Baron. But, like, in a perfect world, you're able to not waste your guys' time and wait 8 more seconds till 25 minutes. 25 minutes, that buff goes to your whole team. As you can see now, only one person can pick it up. But just for the sake of not wasting their time more, I'm just going to get here in time. Killing that and then walking 8 seconds earlier. We are good to hit this. Again, when you're tanking Baron, you do 50% less. When someone else is tanking it, I'm going to just crank this. This will be one of the faster Barons. Right there, that Baron took, 20 seconds. I would be happy to ult in and go for the craziest 1v5 of all time, but I don't think that's very conducive here. Let's get us set up here. I am on vision to that scryer, so they know I'm around. Oh. That's crazy. Dane got away. Nice. Bait that. Gwen might try and send it. I think it's more important to go for the turret here and then break out of this ultimate, then go. Again, it's all about counterplaying. I'm dead, by the way. Yeah, good try. That's just one of those times where unintentionally I thought I would be the second one or third one into a fight. Turns out I was the front. Like, Jax and Alistar were just a little bit behind me, so then I got focused. So the only thing really to do there is just change my timing. What a fight in which I thought I wouldn't be the front line. I ended up being the front line. As you can see, you're not living through double ignite, Vayne ult, Gwen ult, Master Yi ult, every single thing on this earth. 1, 2, and we're good. It happens. It is what it is. 2 deaths is acceptable. When, like, the only thing to really learn from are your first 4 deaths in any game. After that, it's like, this game is chalked, man. So, like, right there, the only thing I need to do is realize that my Jax and Alistar aren't able to step up as much as I thought they could. And maybe even hit an ult, man. How many ults have I hit this game? 2? Would like to get my full item before this dragon. It's just not going to work that way. Hit this for movement speed. I do have ult to get to that dragon. I'm just kind of farming a little bit here. Looks like they got a pick with my 10 seconds that I have left. As long as I'm there on spawn, it doesn't really matter what I do in the meantime. We do want to be playing bot side. As you can see, right, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. I'm effectively here on spawn. Looks like a good kill for us. And now we pick up Dragon Soul. We go bot lane because once you take an inhib, you don't want to go back to that lane, right? You want to do something more proactive with the game. So we're going to kill this dragon and then go bot and then hopefully end this game quickly. Hit this to just confirm their vision for a second. If I was a clip farmer, I would recall, go get my item, and then look for a big team fight win, right? Give me a good clip, but more focused on the win than looking cool. Nice. Got him. Didn't even take a piece of damage. Look at that. Nice. GG. Not a perfect game, but a very good game. And again, high-low. Briar looking pretty good. I'm quite a fan. Nice. Honor my team and check the numbers. Yeah, I wanted to do a little data checking on Collector or Yuntao, by the way. 1 honor? One honor. I'm 11-2. Up 3,000 gold. Runes. We never got to fully stack lethal tempo, but we did get the attack speed. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Let's see. I haven't looked at these yet. I maybe should have to support my narrative a little more, but collector start. Obviously, we'll have most common builds actually something like this. What I did this game. I do agree with full damage runes, but I don't like it for rushing Yuntao because, yeah, man, it just doesn't pan out. As you can see, just getting this first, not that good. Second, looking pretty decent into third and so on. So yeah, if you're doing well with Briar, it'll go pretty dang good. Collector's inflated with this random mass build. Maybe this is a video. I don't even know. Collector Titanic. We've already made this one 1,000,000 times, but maybe we make it again. But yeah, Collector, IE, into like Gilbo, LDR. Mortal's doing really well when it's good. Yeah, there you go. GG.